Skyrim might be getting a new marketplace. I know I'm a little late to this because I originally wasn't going to make a video on it, but I thought I would take a break from the usual Starfield news today and throw my hat into the ring. So yes, for those of you who aren't aware, it looks like Skyrim is probably almost definitely getting a marketplace very soon, as in this will likely come at some point this year. As I am sure most of you are aware by now, if you go to the SteamDB page of Skyrim Special Edition or Anniversary Edition, you can find a branch titled Hopper and its description is simply Marketplace. This was only updated a couple of months ago at this point. Now SteamDB does say that these branches are often used for testing new patches and or new content, and we know that Bethesda just used this to test out Skyrim. We just don't know what for. With this information, it does look like Bethesda are looking for a way to continue making money from Skyrim in a way that isn't Creation Club. We've also been hearing rumours of a Creation Club 2.0, if you will. Basically, rumour has it that Bethesda are looking to completely revamp the Creation Club system, and it looks like this might be it. This might be the way that they revamp it. Adding in a literal shop where we can pay and download mods that modders have put up there and charged for their content. Now before we go into more detail, and there is a bunch more so please do stay tuned, I want to tell you all my opinion on paid mods, and it may be a little bit controversial, but just hear me out. The way that I've always seen it is paying for mods is actually somewhat of a good thing. Now I know, hear me out. It allows us to pay modders for the great content that they give us, and I think we can all agree that modders do give us fantastic content. My problems with paid mods / Creation Club is that there isn't anything good on there for the most part. Take Fallout 4 for example. They want money for really basic weapons and Pip-Boy skins, and frankly, I don't want to pay for that, and I never will pay for that. Especially when I can get much better Pip-Boy skins and much better weapons from the Nexus or even Bethesda.net. Even on Xbox, the normal Pip-Boy skin mods and weapon mods that you can download for free are better than any of the ones on the Creation Club, at least in my opinion, and that's where my problem personally lies. If Bethesda put mods such as Fallout London, Fallout 4 Point Lookout, Skyblivion, Beyond Skyrim, and others like those on the Creation Club and actually help the modders that make these massive DLC sized mods as good and polished as they can be, I would actually be happy to pay for those at a reasonable price if Bethesda put them onto a store, because again, modders do a lot of hard work bringing us content, and it would be nice if some of the time we could give them money to sort of say, hey, you didn't have to do this and I've really been enjoying your modding content, so thanks. It's when Bethesda are charging for pointless skins and quite frankly boring weapons that I become irritated with it. One of the reasons I will never play a game with a battle pass is because of stupid stuff like this. I stopped playing Minecraft Dungeons, which I actually loved more than I think the majority of people. The moment that they added a battle pass, I just stopped playing. I was very excited for the Suicide Squad game until I saw the news a while ago that it will likely have a battle pass, and now I have just completely lost interest and I won't be playing the game at all. So I get it, microtransactions suck, but if Bethesda used Creation Club to give us a way to pay for massive DLC sized mods that modders have put their hardest work into, I would actually be down for that. Either way, the rumour has it that this new Skyrim marketplace will allow people to apply to be a part of it, much like how Minecraft Bedrock marketplace works. Modders apply, and if they're accepted, they basically get to create mods, or in this case, mini DLCs for the game. Again, if Bethesda does this and only allows teams like Fallout London, for example, to create the paid mods, I wouldn't actually mind this. But of course that's just me, and I completely get it when others say that they would hate this idea. Trust me, I completely understand it. It's also important to note that Todd Howard wants to pay modders. He has said a lot of times in the past in various interviews how Bethesda often hire modders to come and work for them who have done great work on their mods. One of the reasons that they made Creation Club in the first place was to help modders get some cash for their work. Again, I just think that they went about it in a very dumb way, choosing pointless and mostly boring mods to put on the Creation Club. Although I will say that I think spending £20 for Skyrim Anniversary Edition and getting like 100+ hours of new content was actually totally worth it in my opinion. Now to back all of this up even further, going back to what I said about a new Creation Club being on its way, a person who does work in the Creation Club recently said in a Patreon post, which I can't share here for obvious reasons, that he has been told Bethesda are bringing back Creation Club in a new form, but he can't say anything else as he is under NDA, which I don't really get because he already broke it by telling everyone, but whatever. Basically what I'm saying is, with all of this evidence, the Patreon post, Todd Howard constantly saying that he loves when modders get paid, it looks very likely that we will in fact see Skyrim get some kind of marketplace very soon, probably this year. Now there is some evidence, I guess, to support this not happening, and that is Fallout 4. In short, Fallout 4 didn't get this marketplace branch, and if they're adding a marketplace to Skyrim, why wouldn't they add it to Fallout 4 too? Fallout 4 is getting a next-gen update at some point this year, which 100% will bring in a lot of new or returning players. And on top of that, if the Fallout Amazon TV series also premieres this year and is good, that will also bring in more new players. We've spoken before about how The Witcher and Cyberpunk Edgerunners Netflix content brought in a load of new and returning players to both Witcher and Cyberpunk, so it's safe to bet that if the Fallout series is good, it will bump up the numbers of people currently playing Fallout 4 and maybe even Fallout 76, but in my opinion that's not a good thing. So if this marketplace is happening, why haven't Bethesda added it to Fallout 4 also? That's the only thing that makes me wonder if maybe this isn't actually happening, but if you ask me, I do think that it is happening. When we take a look at how Creation Club worked, we know that modders had to basically pitch ideas and Bethesda would then have to give them the green or red light. And I know that that sounds very shocking because half of the stuff on Creation Club are just mods which you pay like £5 towards changing your Pip-Boy skin from brown to pink, but whatever. The point is, if a marketplace is added, it will likely work in the same way. Modders have to get accepted into the marketplace program itself in order to get the work, and then once accepted they will have to pitch ideas and Bethesda either then say yes or no, or at least that's how I hope it would work. Thing is, I don't want Bethesda to let modders just add whatever they want, because that's a good way to again get basic skin and weapon mods that don't really do much. There's obviously the question of the update and if it will break your current load orders and your mods, so I'm going to tell you now that yes, if this ever comes, it will break your mods. But I think that we also need to take into account how these new paid mods will affect your mods as a whole. Will Bethesda find a way around it, or if I download a mod from this new marketplace, is it going to break my load order, or even just a vanilla game, much like how Creation Club breaks a lot of Fallout 4's vanilla content? I unfortunately do not have an answer for that, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. No, I won't lie, and you guys know that I'm always honest with you no matter what the subject is. This worries me as a lifelong fan of Bethesda. I have been addicted to Bethesda games, as I'm sure most of you are aware, since I first got my hands on Morrowind. And if this is the way that Bethesda games are going in the future, I will be very concerned. Like I said, if this marketplace only allows big, full-out DLC-sized mods, I actually wouldn't mind this, but I've got to say, I really miss the days when you would just buy a video game, put it into your Xbox or PlayStation or PC, and that would be that, maybe some DLC down the line. But all of these games nowadays are being filled to the rim of microtransactions, and it just really kills it for me. I was addicted to Overwatch particularly for years on end. Like, I would play that game for like a good 10 hours a day, and I haven't touched Overwatch 2 since it went free to play, and they again filled it with crap you have to pay for and battle passes and all of that other shit that nobody really enjoys. You guys know that Starfield is easily my most anticipated game of this year, and I'm really looking forward to it. But if Bethesda pull an Ubisoft and launch the game with a marketplace or Creation Club filled with content that should just be in the base game, you can expect a very angry video from me shortly after Starfield's release, so let's just hope that they don't do that. Now, I do have my hopes and faith that BGS will stay the same down-to-earth company that they have always been, making fully fleshed out games with tons of detail, but I can't lie, news like this does make me worry sometimes. Anyway, that is all I really have to say on the topic. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like, and hey, if you are new around here and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Starfield especially, please do consider subscribing because I cover absolutely all of it over here. Anyway, with all of that said and done, I thank you all so much for watching as always. I really hope to see you in the next one.